हेलो बच्चों, इस एपीसोड विच तुसी प्रोडक्ट ऑफ साइंस एंड कोसाइंस ऑफ सम एंड डिफरेंस ऑफ टू एंगल्स बारे सीखोगे। तुसी पहला तो ही इन्हां बारे जरूर जानते होवोगे। मेजरमेंट ऑफ एंगल्स, ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक फंक्शंस, ग्राफ्स ऑफ ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक फंक्शंस, ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक रेशियोज ऑफ सम एंड डिफरेंस ऑफ टू एंगल्स। आओ पहला फार्मूले नू देखते हाँ। Sine of a plus b multiplied by sine of a minus b is equal to sine square a minus sine square b, or it is equal to cos square b minus cos square a. Now let's see its proof. To prove this, first of all we will take its left hand side, that is sine of a plus b into sine of a minus b, and that will be equal to sine a cos b plus cos a sin b whole multiplied by sin a cos b minus cos a sin b, that we get by using the formula for the sines of sum and difference of two angles, that is sin of a plus b is equal to sin a cos b plus cos a sin b, and sin of a minus b is equal to sin a cos b minus cos a sin b. Now continuing with the proof, we get it will be further equal to sin square a into cos square b minus cos square a into sin square b, that we get by using the algebraic identity a minus b into a plus b equal to a square minus b square. Further we get it will be equal to sin square a into 1 minus sin square b minus 1 minus sin square a multiplied by sin square b, that we get by using the trigonometric identity sin square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1 implies that cos square theta is equal to 1 minus sin square theta. Now further solving this, we get it is equal to sin square a minus sin square a into sin square b minus sin square b plus sin square a into sin square b. After cancellation, it will be equal to sin square a minus sin square b. Again using the same trigonometric identity, sin square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1 implies that sin square theta equal to 1 minus cos square theta. We get it is further equal to 1 minus cos square a minus 1 minus cos square b. That is, it is equal to cos square b minus cos square a. So we have proved that sin of a plus b into sin of a minus b is equal to sin square a minus sin square b, or it is equal to cos square b minus cos square a. Now cos of a plus b into cos of a minus b is equal to cos square a minus sin square b, or it is equal to cos square b minus sin square a. Now let's see its proof by taking left hand side, that is cos of a plus b into cos of a minus b. Now by using the formula for cosines of sum and difference of two angles, we get it will be equal to cos a cos b minus sin a sin b whole multiplied by cos a cos b plus sin a sin b. That is, we know that cos of a plus b is equal to cos a cos b minus sin a sin b, and cos of a minus b is equal to cos a into cos b plus sin a into sin b. Now further using the algebraic identity a minus b into a plus b equal to a square minus b square, we get it is equal to cos square a into cos square b minus sin square a into sin square b. Now we can write it as it is equal to cos square a into 1 minus sin square b minus 1 minus cos square A into sin square B, that we get by using the trigonometric identity. Sin square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1 implies that cos square theta is equal to 1 minus sin square theta, and sin square theta is equal to 1 minus cos square theta. Now further, on solving, it is equal to cos square A minus cos square A into sin square B minus sin square B plus cos square A into sin square B. After cancellation, it will be equal to cos square A minus sin square B. Further, again using the same trigonometric identity, sin square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1 implies that cos square theta is equal to 1 minus sin square theta, or sin square theta is equal to 1 minus cos square theta. We get 1 minus sin square A minus 1 minus cos square B. Now, on further solving this, we get it will be equal to cos square B minus sin square A. So we can say that cos of A plus B into cos of A minus B is equal to cos square A minus sin square B, or it is equal to cos square B minus sin square A.
ਹੁਣ ਤੱਕ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪ੍ਰੋਡਕਟ ਆਫ ਸਾਈਨਸ ਐਂਡ ਕੋਸਾਈਨਸ ਆਫ ਸਮ ਐਂਡ ਡਿਫਰੈਂਸ ਆਫ ਟੂ ਐਂਗਲਸ ਬਾਰੇ ਸਿੱਖਿਆ ਹੈ। ਆਓ ਹੁਣ ਇਸ ਤੇ ਆਧਾਰਿਤ ਕੁਝ ਉਦਾਹਰਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਹੱਲ ਕਰੀਏ।
Now let's see an example. Prove that sin square A is equal to cos square of A minus B plus cos square B minus 2 into cos of A minus B into cos A into cos B. Now its solution. To prove this, first of all, we will take its right hand side, that is cos square of A minus B plus cos square B minus 2 into cos of A minus B into cos A into cos B. Further, we can write it as it is equal to cos square B plus cos square of A minus B minus 2 into cos of A minus B into cos A into cos B. Now, by taking cos of A minus B common from the last two terms, we get it is equal to cos square B plus cos of A minus B into cos of A minus B minus 2 cos A into cos B. Now further, using the formula for cosine of difference of two angles, we get it is equal to cos square B plus cos of A minus B into cos A into cos B plus sin A into sin B minus 2 cos A into cos B that we get by using this formula, because cos of A minus B is equal to cos A into cos B plus sin A into sin B. Now further, it is equal to cos square B plus cos of A minus B into sin A into sin B minus cos A into cos B further it can be written as it is equal to cos square B minus cos of A minus B into cos A into cos B minus sin A into sin B it is equal to cos square B minus cos of A minus B into cos of A plus B that we get by using this formula. Because we know that cos of A plus B is equal to cos A into cos B minus sin A into sin B, and that is equal to cos square B minus cos square A minus sin square B that we get by using the formula of the product of cosines of difference and sum of two angles, that is, as we know that cos of A minus B into cos of A plus B is equal to cos square A minus sin square B so it is further equal to cos square B minus cos square A plus sin square B. Now we can write it as it is equal to sin square B plus cos square B minus cos square A. It is equal to 1 minus cos square A that we get by using the trigonometric identity sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. So here theta is angle B. Now further it is equal to sin square A, because again using this trigonometric identity we get sin square theta is equal to 1 minus cos square theta. Here theta is equal to angle A. Now we get the right hand side is equal to the left hand side. So here the left hand side is equal to right hand side. Therefore we can say that sin square A is equal to cos square of A minus B plus cos square B minus 2 into cos of A minus B into cos A into cos B. Hence proved. ਤਾਂ ਇੰਜ ਦਿੱਤੇ ਗਏ ਐਗਜ਼ਾਮਪਲ ਲਈ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਹਿ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ कि साइन स्क्वायर a बराबर है cos स्क्वायर ऑफ a माइनस b जमा cos स्क्वायर b माइनस 2 गुना cos ऑफ a माइनस b गुना cos a गुना cos b दे, जो कि असी प्रूव करना सी। Now let's see another example. Prove that sin square of pi by 8 plus a by 2 minus sin square of pi by 8 minus a by 2 is equal to 1 upon square root 2 into sin a. Now its solution. To prove this, we'll take left hand side, and that is equal to sin square of pi by 8 plus a by 2 minus sin square of pi by 8 minus a by 2, and that is equal to sin of pi by 8 plus a by 2 plus pi by 8 minus a by 2 into sin of pi by 8 plus a by 2 minus pi by 8 minus a by 2 that we get by using the formula of products of sines of difference and sum of two angles. That is, we're using this formula, sin of a plus b into sin of a minus b is equal to sin square a minus sin square b. So further it is equal to sin of pi by 8 plus a by 2 plus pi by 8 minus a by 2 into sin of pi by 8 plus a by 2 minus pi by 8 plus a by 2. Now on solving, it is equal to sin of 2 pi by 8 into sin of 2a by 2. Further solving, it is equal to sin of pi by 4 into sin a. So it will be equal to 1 upon square root 2 into sin a, because we know that sin pi by 4 is equal to 1 by square root 2, and that is equal to right hand side. So here left hand side is equal to the right hand side. Therefore we can say that sin square of pi by 8 plus a by 2 minus sin square of pi by 8 minus a by 2 is equal to 1 by square root 2 into sine a अब इस तरह से कह सकते हैं साइन स्क्वायर ऑफ पाई बाय 8 प्लस ए बाय 2 माइनस साइन स्क्वायर ऑफ पाई बाय 8 माइनस ए बाय 2 बराबर है 1 बटा स्क्वायर रूट 2 गुना साइन ए दे जो कि असी प्रूव करना सी।
ਹੁਣ ਤੱਕ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪ੍ਰੋਡਕਟ ਆਫ ਸਾਈਨਸ ਐਂਡ ਕੋਸਾਈਨਸ ਆਫ ਸਮ ਐਂਡ ਡਿਫਰੈਂਸ ਆਫ ਟੂ ਐਂਗਲਸ ਤੇ ਆਧਾਰਿਤ ਕੁਝ ਉਦਾਹਰਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਹੱਲ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ। ਆਓ ਹੁਣ ਇਸ ਤੇ ਆਧਾਰਿਤ ਕੁਝ ਹੋਰ ਉਦਾਹਰਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਹੱਲ ਕਰੀਏ।
Now let's see another example. If sin alpha plus sin beta is equal to a and cos alpha plus cos beta is equal to b, then show that cos of alpha plus beta is equal to b square minus a square upon b square plus a square. Now its solution. Here it is given to us sin alpha plus sin beta is equal to a and cos alpha plus cos beta is equal to b. Therefore, b square plus a square will be equal to cos alpha plus cos beta whole square plus sin alpha plus sin beta whole square, and that is equal to cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus 2 cos alpha into cos beta plus sin square alpha plus sin square beta plus 2 into sin alpha into sin beta. Further it can be written as it is equal to cos square alpha plus sin square alpha plus cos square beta plus sin square beta plus 2 cos alpha into cos beta plus 2 into sin alpha into sin beta, and that will be equal to 1 plus 1 plus 2 into cos alpha into cos beta plus sin alpha into sin beta. It is further equal to 2 plus 2 into cos alpha into cos beta plus sin alpha into sin beta, and that is equal to 2 plus 2 into cos of alpha minus beta, because we know that cos of a minus b is equal to cos A into cos B plus sine A into sine B. Here A is equal to alpha and B is equal to beta. So it is equal to 2 plus 2 into cos of alpha minus beta. This implies B square plus A square is equal to 2 plus 2 into cos of alpha minus beta. Let it be equation number 1. Now B square minus A square is equal to cos alpha plus cos beta whole square minus sin alpha plus sin beta whole square, and that is equal to cos square alpha cos square beta plus 2 cos alpha into cos beta minus sin square alpha plus sin square beta plus 2 into sin alpha into sin beta. Further we can write it as it is equal to cos square alpha minus sin square beta plus cos square beta minus sin square alpha plus 2 into cos alpha into cos beta minus 2 into sin alpha into sin beta. Now further it is equal to cos of alpha plus beta into cos of alpha minus beta plus cos of beta plus alpha into cos of beta minus alpha plus 2 into cos alpha into cos beta minus sin alpha into sin beta, because we know that cos of A plus B into cos of A minus B is equal to cos square A minus sin square B. Here for the first term, A is equal to alpha and B is equal to beta, but for the second term we are using the same formula, but here A is equal to beta and B is equal to alpha. Further we can write it as it is equal to cos of alpha plus beta into cos of alpha minus beta plus cos of alpha plus beta into cos of minus of alpha minus beta plus 2 into cos of alpha plus beta, because we know that cos of A plus B is equal to cos A into cos B minus sin A into sin B. Here A is equal to alpha and B is equal to beta. Further it is equal to cos of alpha plus beta into cos of alpha minus beta plus cos of alpha plus beta into cos of alpha minus beta plus 2 into cos of alpha plus beta, because we know that cos of minus theta is equal to cos theta. So here cos of alpha minus beta will be equal to cos of alpha minus beta. So it is equal to 2 into cos of alpha plus beta into cos of alpha minus beta plus 2 into cos of alpha plus beta. Now it is equal to cos of alpha plus beta into 2 into cos of alpha minus beta plus 2. So it is equal to cos of alpha plus beta into b square plus a square, that we get by using first equation, which is equal to b square plus a square is equal to 2 into cos of alpha minus beta plus 2 . So this implies b square minus a square is equal to cos of alpha plus beta into b square plus a square. So further implies that b square minus a square upon b square plus a square is equal to cos of alpha plus beta. Therefore, we can say that cos of alpha plus beta is equal to b square minus a square upon b square plus a square. Hence proved। आप इस तरह दिते गए एग्जाम्पल ले cos ऑफ अल्फा प्लस बीटा बराबर है बी स्क्वायर माइनस ए स्क्वायर बटा बी स्क्वायर जमा ए स्क्वायर दे जदों b बराबर cos अल्फा प्लस cos बीटा अते a बराबर sin अल्फा प्लस sin बीटा दे, जो कि असी प्रूव करना सी। इस एपिसोड विच तुसी सिक्ख्या है sin of a plus b into sin of a minus b is equal to sin square a minus sin square b, or it is equal to cos square b minus cos square a, and cos of a plus b into cos of a minus b is equal to cos square a minus sin square b, or it is equal to cos square b minus sin square a।
इस एपिसोड विच तुसी प्रोडक्ट ऑफ साइंस एंड कोसाइंस ऑफ सम एंड डिफरेंस ऑफ टू एंगल्स बारे सीखिया है। उम्मीद करदा हां तुहानू एपिसोड पूरी तरह समझ आ गया होवेगा। धन्यवाद।